Hi guys, welcome to 9 Links. This channel is dedicated to all fragrant plant lovers. And today we're going to talk about fertilizers. Without the good fertilizers, you won't get much of a bloom. So here's what we're going to talk about. First of all, there are two kinds of fertilizers. One is synthetic and the other one is organic. So the first one we talk about, organic fertilizers. Organic fertilizers are natural fertilizers. They are made from compost like animal poops, decomposed leaves, animal bloods, animal bones. So it's all natural. Remember, the key word is natural. And then we have synthetic fertilizers. Synthetic fertilizers are human-made, man-made, synthesized from chemicals. And they are not, in a way, occur naturally. Now, the good thing about organic fertilizer is that it doesn't burn the plant, or unless you use a lot of it. So it's really safe for the plant, and it's really slow release into the soil. And it will keep the soil in good condition and help the microbes in the soil. But like I say, it's going to be slow release. So you don't want to apply it and then say, I want to see the result by 2 or 3 days. It'll take a little bit longer than that. Synthetic fertilizer, on the other hand, if you apply it right away, you probably could see the result tomorrow. They don't need micro to break down the nutrients. The nutrients it's already made available to the plants right away. And synthetic fertilizer does not help the soil. It does not provide any microbes to the soil. Organic fertilizer will help the soil in the long run. Now put these two fertilizer aside, and then we have another kind of fertilizer. It's synthetic also, but it's called a slow release. Slow release is they're little tiny balls you put on the plant pots or garden beds, and every time you water, it will slowly release the nutrient onto the soil. Now, there's a bad thing about this. This guy, if you use it and it starts raining, and it's raining big time, this guy will dissolve much faster and release much more quickly into the soil. And if you have a potted plant, sometimes that can cause over-fertilize, and it can burn your plants, and in the worst case scenario, kill your plant. And then we have this that I tried out last time, and it seemed to work. It's a vitamin supplement for people, not for the plants, but sometimes when you have an expired vitamin supplement, like iron, for example, and then you have a plant deficiency of iron, you can try to grind one pill up and mix with half-gallon water. And to me, it seems to help my plants. So it's a nice, handy little thing to do. Okay. Now I'm going to go back and explain more about synthetic and organic fertilizer. Now, some people are all for the organic fertilizer. They love it. They say it's healthy for the environment and good for the soil. Now, there are bad sides to the organic fertilizer. First is smell. It is very, very smelly. And most of the time when you use it, please use it underneath the soil and have some kind of soil to cover it up so it doesn't smell as bad. And second, the bad thing about organic fertilizer is that you do not know how much of nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium is within the bag. You get an estimate amount. So when you apply it in a certain area, for example, you do not know exactly the whole entire area is getting the same equal amount of nutrient. You might have one spot getting more nutrient than the other spots. And that's where synthetic fertilizer is coming in. Synthetic fertilizer, you know right away how much chemical is in there, how much is available to the plant. If you apply it to flower bed, every single corner gets the same amount of nutrient. But then this thing is, again, it's made from chemicals. It's driven by chemicals, so if you use it too much in your garden, it's going to run off and go into the water system, which that's why a lot of people don't like to use synthetic fertilizer. Now, with those two, I want to tell you what I think about those two. I think if you use them correctly together, you'll get a great result. Again, keywords together, and also see, here's what I do with my potting mix. I start off with the Dr. Earth or some kind of organic fertilizer mixed with potting mix, and then throughout the season I use synthetic fertilizer. And I do not use a lot of synthetic fertilizer. I only use 1/4 of what is told. For example, it's telling you use 1 spoon per certain gallon of water. You don't use 1 spoon, you use 1/4. Always with synthetic fertilizer, always use less, but just more frequent. With the organic fertilizer, it's best to use it outside in the garden. I use very lightly for my potted plants. The reason being is that once the plant is potted, it's hard to apply these inside the soil unless you want to disturb the roots and just dig them up and reapply with this. But I don't tend to do that. So use it in the garden where every year you can just spray it on top and then cover it up with a little bit of soil. Okay, that's it for today. And thank you very much. If you like my video, please click like, and I'll talk more about in the future. Thank you.